So it's super late right now. It's like 10 o'clock and I just got this package. Not just got this package. I got this package today from Pat McGrath and I am super excited to go ahead and use it with you guys and create some looks. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I have not been here for a little while because my house has been going through little renovations. We did the kids bathroom and the bathroom downstairs is still almost done. They're actually going to finish it tomorrow, and we also did some work outside our house, so a lot of noises, a lot of dust, and that is why I have not been around. But we're here because it is a Pat McGrath Labs that we're going to be talking about, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm going to do some looks for you guys today just so I can get my first impressions of this palette. I am also going to do swatches, but I'm not really going to focus on that today. I just want to play with this palette and see what we can create, and yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the swatches and show you the palette. Of course I had to get the lavender, but let me show you the palette. It's a little shaky in there and I don't feel like it was wrapped properly, to be quite frank with you guys, and I absolutely hate when my boxes like come out like this, like a little damaged. They're just not looking cute. But here we have the palette, which is the Mothership 12, and this one is called the Mothership 12 Petalmorphosis, and it retails for $128. It does have a shelf life of 18 months and it's made in Italy. Here we have the beautiful lilac palette. Look how gorgeous that is. It does have a sticker, that's why you see the bubbles. So here we have the palette and you can see that it's really nice and intact. There's no damage to the eyeshadows or anything, so I am super happy about that. Let me go ahead and just get a little close up with my phone so you guys can even see it with a little bit of a different lighting. But this one is gorgeous. I mean, okay, like this shade right here is absolutely beautiful. That one has a little bit of a gold, silver, and also like blue sparkles. Really nice and gorgeous. Here's the palette. All right, so here is the palette with my iPhone. Oh my gosh, I mean, do you see that? Look at that. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I'm going to leave these sparkly shades right here for last. Let's go ahead and start with these three first shades. Okay, that feels really nice and buttery. And these two right here feel like they have a little bit of a texture to it. All right, so here we have a Divine Dawn, Twilight Lilac, Cosmic Fantasies. All right, so next we're going to do Nocturnal Bloom, Lunar Nectar. Go ahead and do the astrals now. We're going to do Astral Iridescent Iris, which is this one right here. Wow, that feels really beautiful. That has like a silver pinkiness to it, a purpleness to it. Really beautiful. Okay, this shade is so good. We have Astral Eden Envy and Astral Sunset Splendor. All right, so this one right here is Blitz Radiant Rasphori. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. And this one right here is Blitz Bronze Supernova. Okay, I'm liking those for sure. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with like a really nice, beautiful, soft kind of look and like make it a little bit wearable, but I always say that and then I just get too creative. Let's go ahead and start with this shade right here. I'm just going to, ooh, okay, that's a lot of pigment. I'm using the What's Up Beauty R104 brush and I'm going to use this on my crease. I'm going to actually dust the pigment a little bit because that's too much. Just wanted a little bit of a wash of color onto my crease in the outer corner. Just bringing it down a little bit on the lower lashes and just creating my shape, which I always like that lifted effect for my hooded eyes. Pat McGrath Labs is giving us a Mothership finally. How are you guys liking this color story? Were you guys super excited? Have you guys already ordered the palette? Did you guys already play with the palette? If you already receive it, let me know in the comment section down below. So I'm just going to make sure that I blend this out as much as I can, just because I really want it to be like super diffuse. The most color right here in the outer corner, and then everything else really nice and diffuse. This brush is so perfect for that. Super beautiful. So I am going to use the Refer 13 brush, which is a super tiny brush, and I'm going to take this shade right here because it does have like a darker base to it. So I'm just going to pop that in the outer corner. It does have a little bit of like shimmery particles in there, and I'm also going to add that on my lower lashes, really close to my lash line, and just blending the edges and meeting with the other shade. And whenever there's not a lot of product on my brush, I'm just going to blend the edges. Okay, so I am seeing a little bit of fallout, which is totally fine because I usually do my eyes first. Now let's go ahead and take this beautiful peachy shade. I'm just going to add that all over my eyelid, just leaving a little bit of the inner corner open for another shade just to brighten things up. That's just my style of makeup, but you can always just take this as inspiration. Make the changes that are necessary to fit your own style of makeup, but I absolutely love the inner corner like highlight. That is just so beautiful to me. So I'm going to go back to the darker shade one more time and just blending those two shades together. All right, with the Refer 03 brush, I'm going to take this shade right here to highlight my inner corner, and I'm going to sweep it in to meet with the middle shade. I'm going to bring it around just a little bit. I'm going to bring the same shade right here in the inner corner of my lower lashes, and I'm going to take this shade right here and just run it on my lower lashes really close to my lash line. This has like a little bit of a burgundy like sparkles to it, and it really shows up. And now I'm going to take this shade one more time and just run it on my lower lashes just so this color can actually peek through. First, let me go ahead and just clean things up. So if you guys been here for a while, you guys already know what I'm going to say. I'm going to just add mascara, curl my lashes, and do the rest of my makeup and show you the final look for this eye. Alright guys, and I'm back with this undone face so we can work on this eye right here. And yeah, let's go ahead and continue on playing with the rest of the shades. And what do I want to do now? Alright, I'm going to use the Refer 27 brush, and I'm going to take the pink matte shade, which is this one right here. Just a little bit of that, and I'm going to add it to my outer corner and onto my crease. They blend so nicely, and this one's right here, they worked so nicely together as well. So I am definitely not mad at this palette for the performance. And I'm also going to run a little bit of the shade in my lower lashes in the outer corner, making sure that it's really nice and blended. This color leans a little bit more purple than pink, like it has a little bit of purpleness in there, which I am liking because let's be serious. Pat McGrath and her pinks and her golds, you know, it's always the same thing. And you know, I want to be respectful because that is just her take on makeup, and I understand. But my goodness, as a consumer, like, I have all of her palettes. I have been reviewing Pat McGrath for so long, and I'm always looking for something different than pinks and purples and like the pinky family. I mean, this one definitely is giving us that. Okay, I feel like Pat McGrath really is listening to us now, a little bit for sure, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and now take, I think this purpley shade is going to look good with some green tones. So let's go ahead and go into this shade right here, and I am taking the Refer 14 brush. Just like the What's Up Beauty brushes, the Refer brushes are also one of my favorite brushes ever. I am going to just tap this in the outer corner. I don't want to lose this shade, so I'm just going to create like a wing with that color, like you see that right there. I'm just going to add a little bit of that onto the crease, and I'm going to also add a little bit of this shade on my lower lashes, like a third of the way, not going all the way in, maybe halfway. But yeah, this is blending absolutely beautiful. I was really scared for this shade in particular, just because sometimes these type of shades could be a little bit patchy, a little bit too intense, and they just don't want to blend. But this is really nice. All right, I'm going to take this shade right here, just going to tap in the center. Okay, that is so beautiful. Going to go in with the About Face brush. And this is a synthetic brush. I'm going to pick a little bit of that shade one more time and just making sure that it's really nice and packed evenly. I want to see, because this one has a little bit of like blue reflex, I want to see what happens if we add the shade in the inner corner. So I'm going to use the other side of this brush. I'm just going to add it to the inner corner. With the Refer 14 brush, I'm just going to take this shade. I'm just going to just work it up a little bit. And I'm going to just start blending it with the purple shade that we have in the inner corner. And I'm going to take this shade one more time. I'm just going to add it to the inner part of my eye, my lower lashes. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this green right on the center. Like not going too high up, just right here, like that. That is so beautiful. Gives it a little bit more dimension as well. Really loving this look. I know it's like super out there. That's why I gave you guys this look, because I know that some of you, it's just a little bit too much for you guys. So I am also going to just clean this brush right here and go back to this shade, and I'm just going to add it a little bit in the center on my lower lashes. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade and I'm going to blend the edges a little bit more, because I do feel like it's looking a little harsh. Alright guys, so I am going to curl my lashes, add mascara, do the rest of my makeup, and show you the final look for this eye. Alright guys, so here we have the final look. I didn't even use foundation. I just used my Tower 28 concealers that I have been so like enjoying and loving all over again. These are my favorite concealers of all time. I'm always gravitating to this ones right here. I just set my face after just combining those two concealers with my Huda powder and the shade Peach something. And then I just added a little bit of this Dior bronzer, because I was not going to like do creams or and top of powder or anything like that. I just went straight for this bronzer right here. And then I used my Haus French Rosette blush. A little bit of color, nothing too much. And then I went ahead and just did my lips using the lip liner from MAC. This one is Cool Spice. Been loving that one so much. And I just added this one right here right on top of it, which is from Fenty Beauty. This one is in the shade I don't know because I can't see, but I will definitely link it down below. It's just the original shade. But yeah, that is it. That is all that I have on my face. And of course I did my brows using my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder and my Rare Beauty brow gel. Now going back to the palette, what do you guys think? I know I feel like I'm a peacock when it comes to this eye look right here. I think that is just so beautiful for sure. I think it's very like playful and colorful. I absolutely love the shimmers that it has. Everything just blended out really nicely, but I do really like this look as well. Like for every single day, you can get this palette on sale for sure. I don't think that the purple packaging is coming back. I don't see it coming back because the pink ones from Pat McGrath, the pink packaging from I think it was Mothership 7 or 8, or maybe both of them, they were really nice. Rose gold and another one was a little bit of a lighter pink. They never came back, so I don't feel like this packaging, like the purple packaging, is coming back, but I do feel like this palette is going to stay here for a little while. It says that it was limited edition or limited quantity, but I really don't know. So if you guys are interested in getting this palette, definitely go ahead and check it out. The Sephora VIB sale is coming up for spring 2025. I cannot believe it. 2025, every time I say it, it's like super crazy, but the sale is coming up soon and you can definitely get this with your discount. It depends on the tier that you are in. If you really want the Petalmorphosis, definitely get it during the Sephora VIB sale. I mean, that will be my best advice, or just wait for Pat McGrath sale. I mean, if you want to pay $128, that is definitely on you. When it comes to the quality of this palette, I think that is really nice and beautiful. I absolutely love the fact that this shade was just really nice, blendable, pigmented. None of the mattes gave me a hard time, and the first thing that is coming to my mind is the Charlotte Tilbury's palettes that I purchased, and those were so hard and difficult to work with, but this ones are really nice, smooth, very blendable, buildable. They do have some fallout just like you guys saw it as well. I think that this quality of matte eyeshadows are a little bit softer and smoother, so the quality when it comes to these eyeshadows are really nice, but they are definitely not the same as the first Pat McGrath palettes. And the reason why I do see a huge difference is because I keep on using this palette right here. It's like cool tones with blues. This shade is one of my favorite shades to use. I absolutely love it so much. It's more of a blue tone versus a purple tone, and the qualities for these special shades are just on another level. It is definitely a different formula from like the very first palettes from the Mothership collection to what we are getting now on these days, which I totally understand. Companies, they do have to change their formula, they have to go through different processes, and I totally get it. As long as it doesn't give me a hard time to blend, to build up, you know, and just to blend them on together, then I am totally fine with whatever is it that they need to do as a company. I am going to continue on playing with this palette, creating some looks for you guys, maybe in some shorts, not dedicated tutorials, because I don't think anybody likes to watch that anymore, because I never get any views on those. You know, I'm just going to create some shorts for you guys using this palette again and just giving you guys inspiration. I am okay with this palette. I am not like over the top like excited with it, if you know what I mean. Like there's some palettes that I'm just like, oh my goodness, it makes me want to use it again. This one makes me want to use it again just because it's new, but it's not giving me that je ne sais quoi. It's not giving me that little thing that I know that some palettes really like, I don't know, it just inspired me in a different kind of way. This one is really nice and beautiful. I am excited to play with it again and just creating some more looks. Maybe it's the looks that I'm just not so thrilled with, and maybe that is the reason why I'm feeling like that, and that's why I need to continue on using this palette. Let me just stop because I can go on, and I know that I'm just repeating myself. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Don't forget that we are working to get that 10K, so I'm hoping by the end of the year we get to that goal. That will be amazing. I mean, it will be so amazing if we get to that 10K. But anyways, guys, thank you so much again for being here. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.